Good morning, everyone. Welcome into North Dakota today. Right now, we're turning our attention to American icon Peggy Lee. She was an American jazz and pop singer whose career spanned over 7 decades, and she was born right here in the state of North Dakota. She's being honored by an incredible event, and this morning we have father-daughter duo Myron and Bonnie here to tell us all about it. Good morning, you two.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So before we get started, Bonnie was a pageant entrant in Miss North Dakota 1983.
Correct.
And you got the talent award as well.
Right.
Okay, so this is the woman we were speaking of in our introduction this morning. What a small world.
Yeah, very small, and I agree. She's been through a grueling week. Fun, but there's a lot that goes on there.
There is, and there's a lot going on coming up here in honor of Miss Peggy Lee. You guys want to tell us about that?
Well, I'd like to start, actually, if I may. Back in 1936, North Dakota made musical history because on that year, Peggy Lee came to Valley City and got a singing gig on the local radio station. And that planted the seed in her head that I think I can become a Hollywood star. 5 years later, she was an international star.
Wow.
And if you want to know more about it, I would suggest checking out this book and reading the book, because it'll tell you what happened between 1936 and 5 years later.
Yeah, went from starting at basically nothing to just becoming the most iconic singer, songwriter, actress extraordinaire. Just incredible, and being born right in North Dakota, so that's even more interesting. Yeah. And now there's an event tailored all around her. Tell us about that.
Well, actually her real name was Norma Dolores Eggstrom. And when she came to Fargo to perform on WDAY radio, the radio manager, Ken Kennedy, said, you don't look like a Norma, you look more like a Peggy. So the name was changed from Norma to Peggy Lee.
Well, the event that will take place is the annual Peggy Lee Day in Valley City, and it's really to honor her start both at the radio station, but also her first public performance was at the Valley City Eagles.
Oh, okay.
So she really did get her start in Valley City. But like the rest of us North Dakota, she started out in Wimbledon, North Dakota, singing in school and chorus and plays and things like that. I mean, she had the basic background that a lot of us have, and that's what makes the story so interesting, is how did she go from that all the way to what she did.
And so basically, it's an event filled with music, performing, laughter, and also just education about the history of Peggy Lee.
Well, we've started a scholarship also in Valley City State University, a Peggy Lee Scholarship.
Wow.
And in the 20th century music class, they have to learn about her. And one of Tierney Sutton's students, Tish Oney, wrote her doctoral thesis on Peggy Lee, and that was turned into a book. And that book is what is used for the class. So it really is educational, besides just an annual event.
So what is the annual event really like? What do you think folks should expect when they really attend?
Well, this year is a full 1-hour program. We'll start with the mayor, who really got me going on this Peggy Lee thing, because I ran into him on a walk one day, and I said, Mayor Dave Carlsrud, I said, Valley City is the place where Peggy Lee got her singing debut. And we should do something. Valley City should do something.
Yeah.
He looked at me and he pointed the finger at me and said, you're the one to start it. So,
he said, I think you should do something.
and it was during COVID season. I had nothing else really going, so I started to talk to the Chamber of Commerce, also to the Barnes County Musical Society, Wes Anderson, who really helped me a lot. He's got the right connection with Holly Foster Wells, which is the granddaughter of Peggy Lee, and she's coming this year.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Well, when Peggy was alive, she decided to make Holly her executive director for her estate and her music business. So she learned from very young on to run Peggy's career, so to speak. And even when she passed on, it's still going on. There are young singers today that still emulate Peggy Lee, like Billie Eilish, Lady Gaga, I always say before there was Cher, there was Peggy Lee. Before there was Lady Madonna, there was Peggy Lee.
Yeah.
Before there was Lady Gaga, there was Peggy Lee. Before there was Billie Eilish, there was Peggy Lee.
Yeah.
She was the pioneer. She started it in a man's world.
In a man's world. You said it yourself. I love that. Well, I just think it's wonderful that you've really curated such an incredible event. And the two of you are involved, but it's really your whole family.
Yes, and he needs to remember to say that Holly Foster Wells, the granddaughter, will be there.
Okay.
This time
Right.
in Valley City
Yeah.
for the event.
So how do we get tickets? How do we attend? How does it all work?
It's all free.
Okay.
All we ask is that you bring a food item for the local food pantry.
Oh, wonderful. So give back to the community and then come out for, you know, some fun and some education. So you will be performing today, coming up right here. We'll get ready for that. Tell us about what you're going to sing.
Well, Peggy Lee was really known for rhythm, and when Count Basie passed away, I happened to be going to high school at that time, and they had her on to represent Count Basie, and I couldn't piece it together in my head why they had an instrumental, for an instrumental band, why they had a singer. But the reality is she was the perfect person because he was really known for swing and rhythm. And so that's what I'm going to do today is show an example of a Count Basie song that Peggy Lee was really well known for.
Okay.
All Right, Okay, You Win is the name of it.
All right, okay, you win. All right, we're going to get set up for that. Let's go ahead and put up the information for the event for folks who really want to stop out. That's a beautiful photo of a press release. Bonnie, let's go ahead and get up and head on over to our other portion of the studio. And we'll get you ready to take the stage there. So go ahead, get in position, and when you're ready.
Okay.
All right, Bonnie, take it away.
Well, all right, okay, you win. I'm in love with you. Well, all right, okay, you win. Baby, what can I do? Anything you say, it's true, long as it's been you. Well, all right, okay, you win. I'm in love with you. Well, all right, okay, you win. Baby, what can I do? Anything you say, it's true, long as it's been due. First thing in the morning, greet me with a kiss. You gotta wait for all the loving you have made me miss. Well, all right, okay, you win. I'm in love with you. Well, all right, okay, you win. Baby, what can I do? Anything you say, it's true, long as it's been due.
Woo! I didn't know whether to clap or snap, but that was incredible, and we can really hear that jazz vibe in the undertones. That was beautiful. Now we can see why she won the talent portion in her pageant as well. Incredible job.
Thank you.
Okay, we appreciate you both coming on so much. We're learning so much information. And if you want to head out and celebrate as well, Peggy Lee Day in Valley City will be Friday, June 16th at the VCSU Arts Center at 7 p.m. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yes, all right. We have plenty more coming up right here on today's show, including finding out the best travel companies after the break.